Good day, traders. Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. Hopefully everybody's had a good trading week, and today we're just going to do a short overview on how to set alerts using Metatrader 4. I'm not really tech savvy, but it's pretty straightforward, but I'll show you why I like to use them and what that can sometimes do. So I'll set the alerts on all 6 pairs, the pound crosses that I follow. As we head towards the end of Asia, if we're in a consolidation, I'll identify a high price of the day or a low price of the day, depending on where the market is closest to. But I'll typically do that, and as you can see, most of the time we're sort of in a 25 pip box. But initially, we can set our alerts for the high and the low of the day. And if you go up to your upper terminal button and click that and go down to your lower menu area, I'll just lower the screen down a bit here. Hopefully we can do that. There we go. You can see you have your menu options. If you click alerts, then I've preloaded my pairs, but in order to do that, you just basically would right click and create. Right click and create. So in this particular case, we would create a symbol for the pound New Zealand. In this case, I'm going to use a sound file. Now I also do, you can use this to send a notification to your phone. To go over that, it's fairly straightforward, but there's a good tutorial on YouTube that I can show you. It'll buzz to your phone. You click enable sound file. I've preloaded my own sound files. I've got a submarine diving alarm which plays on my speakers. In this particular case, we're going to set the upper boundary. So we want the price to be greater than that, including the spread. So roughly, the high of the day is around 290, and when the spread sort of pushes up through there, it'll activate the alert. So I don't really care if it's a few pips early or anything. I want to know, are they getting close to the high of the day in that area right around when London is going to open. Mine's just at 10-second intervals. I get 3 alerts. You can again change. You can have just a basic default file, which is computer sound alerts. Click OK, and then that's set. Then we create another one, same thing, pound New Zealand. We load that in. It's a sound file. You can again use different ones for upper or lower. I just use the same one. We're going to use the bid. We want the bid price, the lower boundary, to be set. In this particular case, I had the low set for the hour, just the half hour prior to the New York Open. And again, I get 3 alerts. So what that means is it'll hit the price, and as long as it's trading at that price, again, these are 15-minute candles, so there's plenty of time, and you're in this area for 15 minutes to half an hour roughly. If it's trading in that area just as the equities is opening, 10-second intervals, click OK, and it's activated. Once it's gone off 3 times, it will shut itself off, and then it'll show up with a red X, which means it's been disabled. Now, again, just want to show you something, the importance of the equities opens. You can see yesterday, I'm going to cherry pick this to show you the significance of waiting for the equities opens. Again, just taking a bit of notice, we were right near double zeros. We're in a heading into New York, we're in essentially a 100 pip box where London was the high of the day at that point at the equities open, and you can see why it's so important to avoid being caught in consolidation sometimes. Your technical indicators will drag you into the extremes, and then at the open they'll trigger breakout traders, stop hunt traders maybe that are in early short. It'll trigger pending orders perhaps for other time frames. Or even hit profit target orders that are sitting up here. So there's orders sitting up above the high of the day. As the day is traded and traders have taken positions back into the market, there's stop hunted just prior to the New York Open, and then at the New York Open, again 9:30, New York Eastern Standard Time. Okay, this is 3 a.m. New York Eastern Standard Time for the London Open. And as we head into the market, you can see that they hit the low one more time before they resumed going back towards the traders who were short in the market off of that 75 level. But just to give you an example, for traders who start to really identify with these levels and these extremes and are patient, you can narrow your trading time down to a very short window when you use the equities opens and the numbers. You can see at the London Open, the market went through the high just below double zeros, pulled back inside of that range. So for traders who were able to execute up there, they could control their risk very tightly, 10 to 15 pips. And again, in New York, they went down prior to the session 1, 2, and then 3 at the open before they pulled it back. We'll just blow this up a bit. And jammed them in and then pulled away off the numbers and resumed their trade back up. Now, the point of entering in at these areas is that it potentially, with knowledge of that, it enables you to control your risk very tightly. And you're looking, 10 to 15 pips. And if you're able to get in near the numbers, you're looking at 50 to 75 pips as a profit target. And these trades occur almost every single day on one of the major pairs. Now, not everyone is easy to see as these, and this is a textbook perfect day. Now, that takes some skill, some preparation, and again, there's nothing to dispute here. We're talking about a very specific time of day at numbers at the high or the low. It's very straightforward. If you're wrong, your risk is very tight. If you're right, your profit target is 5-6 times your risk. But again, just coming back to using alerts help you identify which pairs may be setting up perfectly for this type of trade setup. Sometimes in live time, you've got 6 pairs going, you've got 15-minute charts up, you can't quite, filter all that information as you're sort of developing that expertise. I use the alerts to maybe get 2 or 3 setups. Then I can go to these charts and see which one maybe makes the most sense to me at numbers, specifically round numbers. Does it fit my criteria, or are we inside of a trading range or something else where I don't feel quite comfortable that that's the parameters that I'm looking for? To be honest, these are the perfect trade setups when they show up. And when you get these right, you can see why being patient and disciplined pays off, and how you can use just some simple things to help you maybe identify the best trade setups when they show up. So hopefully you got some value out of today's video, traders. Again, thank you for all the feedback and questions. Again, just trying to get as much quality content that's relevant to, the real challenges you face day to day. So have a great weekend, traders. Keep getting better, and may the markets go with you.
Hi traders, it's Stacey Burke from Stacey Burke Trading. If you haven't done so, please head over to my website at staceyburketrading.com. I create updates on almost a daily basis, and I would love for you to receive them. Just click on the blog. If you want to enter your name and your email address, I'll send you my free audio program, the 7-Step Daily Routine for High Performance Traders. This is essential knowledge for all traders in all markets, and this is for helping traders to master the market with discipline, confidence, and a winning mindset. I appreciate all your feedback and comments. As always, traders, stay disciplined, and may the markets go with you.